What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Legacy Collection. This is the Firefighter, the Search and Rescue. So this is going to be a pretty cool one, pretty interesting one. Not really a Joe like that, but like everyday heroes, you know? So that's pretty awesome. Does look like it comes with a couple of different head sculpts and a way to kind of block the face, which means you can army build these, which is really nice. But here he is in the packaging. You can see those different accessories in there. A lot of them. I believe this is deluxe. Side artwork. We got the back, the jaws of life, different looks. Got them in the background saving someone from a fire, a car. Other side. There's the front, and we'll get them open and check them out. So here's the Firefighter outside of the packaging, and he looks really cool. I really like it. He does come with quite a few accessories, but you're going to be able to do quite a bit with them. So accessories, he's got the little jaws here. Come out of the way so we can focus a little better. Nice orange, nice handle. We've seen this before with the Ripper, I believe. Looks good. Different shade of gray molded in there, but it looks nice. Got the black, got the gray here on the handle. Nice little mix of colors in there instead of just like a solid color. So it looks really good. Articulates nice. Yeah, that looks really nice. Got the oxygen tank. Breathable air. Painted nice. That's what I'm just going to plug into his back here. That looks like it's going to hold it pretty steady, not like one of those little normal backpacks with just the little pin that goes in there. So that's going to be nice. Looks like you got a fire blanket or warmer. You can see a little bit of silver in there. Check this part out. You can see the texturing on there. You got that silver foil part. Looks good. Really nice. Got the helmet. 609. You got some gold on top. Yellow, black. Got this brown tan right there. Strap. Really nice. Pretty soft around the rim. But it looks good. You get the mask. This nice clear plastic. Some red on the mask. Some red back there. I like that they didn't leave that plain also. Nice little silver. They're doing good so far with the little detail. The paint for the details. Got a little hammer. Black, nice silver. Big old sledgehammer. Really cool. I really like the silver. I like that they're using it in different spots. Looks really good. You get the big axe. Again with the silver. The wood here, the handle's kind of plain, but still looks good. You get these two mini axes. Looks cool. Nice. Can do some pretty cool shots with that. Little pry bar. The accessories that they give you are like really nice. The choices. Goggles. And then you get this extra head sculpt. Darker skin tone. Looks good. And that's it for the accessories. So we'll check him out. Looking at the firefighter, this is the head sculpt that comes on him in the packaging. And he looks really cool. Like that. Nice little simple style face. No crazy expressions. You don't need all that. Got his headgear on. Sculpted really nice. And that is sculpted, not painted. You got the folds in the neck. That looks good. All throughout the suit, you can see different folds all over. Nice little yellow with that shiny silver, that reflector. I think that's so cool. It seems like a simple figure, but he's done like really nicely. Like the details, the attention to details of like uh, what they would really be wearing. Pretty cool. Nice boots. Again, the folds and the sculpt and the silver reflectors. Got the oxygen meter. Just nice. The vest is a little plain. I mean, you do got this black hose with the silver, which is nice. And then you got that meter. This part of it is just all gray, but that's okay. Kind of matches the belt here too, so it goes together. Maybe a little color would have been nice, but you got everything else looking really good, especially the accessories, so that's probably where it went to. But he looks good, really good. For articulation, it looks down. Well, that's mostly because of the neck joint, so just the head only goes about that far. Looks up about that far. Using that base of the neck joint, he looks way down, which is really nice. That's good range. And he looks up pretty okay, but that's real good. T-pose, butterfly joint, but not getting much out of it. Just kind of rolls around. Upper bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows. Of course, your hinge, rotation, everything comes from that wrist. Diaphragm cut. Moves okay, not too much. But then you got the ball waist, and you add that in there. And of course, you can roll all the way around. Get some pretty natural looking positions. Goes back about that far forward. Leg goes forward about that far. So not all the way up. I think it might be hindered by the jacket, the bottom of the jacket. Straight down to neutral. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. And you get something of a boot cut at the base of the pant leg. Hinge, pivot, everything in that foot and ankle. And that's it for his articulation. Let's try out some of these different accessories and see what kind of looks we can get. So here he is with the jaws of life, and looks pretty cool. Throw that into a car door, try to rip it open. Looks really good. Got the goggles on him. Pretty sure we could put the helmet on too. I don't know that though. Let's see if we can get that done. Yeah, so you can work the goggles in there. Maybe with some dual wielding axe. It's part of the axe gang. Launch of fireworks in the sky, and this guy comes His backup. Kung Fu Hustle reference. Yeah, it looks great. Looks pretty cool. I really like that they're making these guys. I wish we had an update on the cop. Was definitely looking forward to having those figures, because I was definitely going to get a couple of those also. Just these everyday, heroes and people, first responders. Such a really good idea to do them. And the cop looked like it was gonna be pretty cool. Like, this guy came with so many different parts and pieces, accessories, that you can make so many different looks and scenes, scenarios. It'd have been really nice to do that with the officers. Now I know people were gonna get like super creative in a whole bunch of different ways with it. And you can't stop that. But I mean, it is what it is. The people express themselves and have fun with your figures. So cool. All the different looks and poses so far. Pop that head skull off and it took the neck with it. I wonder what other everyday people are they gonna make. Do you make doctors? Like surgeons? People like OR type stuff? EMTs? Like, how far do you go with this? Like, I think the firefighters and cops are like a obvious first choice. But where else do you go with that? Looks really nice. Then that's gonna take some maneuvering. So we'll do that. Slip this through. Bring this over. Just curious if it could even make this happen. Gotta be able to, right? Get that down. Yep. There we go. How cool is that? Don't forget to plug that in the chest. How awesome is that? So awesome. Here is two different looks, the two different head sculpts. One's got the mask on, one doesn't. Probably gotta put the mask on both of them. Just because I think that's how I think of the firefighters, just being able to go into the fire. Of course, they do other stuff like with the jaws of life, car accidents, that sort of thing. They show up for a lot of different things other than fire. Uh, but to have that mask and helmet on, everything like that, just seems very, like, I guess, epic to me. Like, that's what you think of when you think of a firefighter. Like they're going into the buildings, they got their gear on. So I think I'm going to leave them with the mask on, but with each skin tone to diversify it, even though you can't really see it too well behind the mask like that unless you're really looking at it up close. Now, for a comparison, here he is next to, or here they are next to our fire starter, Blowtorch. And he looks to be a little bit taller, but not as bulky. These guys are, they've got some heavier gear on them. The legs are thicker. Every time I see the thick legs like that, I think of Mole Rat. And actually, he might be just a tad taller with the helmet on. But Blowtorch also has his helmet on, so maybe even. He just looks bulkier with the jacket. Definitely not, well, maybe they're going behind him, cleaning up some stuff, but definitely not hanging out with the fire starter. Because they're going to be hanging out with the fire preventer or rescuer. We got Barbecue. So that's going to be pretty cool having these guys in scenes together. You got a couple of these guys breaking down everything and just, Barbecue stands out. Maybe he does a little bit more going in there. His suit is maybe a little more specialized. He's got stuff to spray to put out the flames if he can. His axe got sharp knuckles. But yeah, these firefighters are going to be a little bit taller than him, even though he's a little bit bulkier too, but not, probably about the same width and everything like that. I think these guys' legs look a little bit thicker, but probably about the same height without the helmet. With the helmet, taller. But yeah, they look really cool together. Probably going to see a lot of scenes with them together doing a rescue. With him in the background. Like, yeah, I didn't start that fire. One of the dreadnoughts did. So yeah, that's going to be it for this review. These firefighters come with quite a bit, and I'm glad they made them. Just your everyday heroes. They look so cool. They did really good. I like the design they chose. The thing that really makes them stand out is the paint apps. They did a really good job choosing where they were going to do that. It's not the cleanest in some spots, but it does come does come across really well done. You got so many accessories, you can create so many looks, and with those accessories you can create so many scenes. You got the tools for different jobs. Really cool. So the sculpts look good. The articulation is really nice. The paint apps, really, really good. The idea behind it, really awesome. So yeah, I mean, the fun factor is going to be very, 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 very off the charts. You can have some good scenes with them because again, they do more than just fire. So really cool, really fun, great idea. I like these figures. Hopefully, I showed you enough so that you can see whether you want to pick them up or not. How you might be able to use them with all those accessories, what looks you might try to go for. And, I always hope I help you out. But I will check you guys on I'll catch you all on the next one. Later.